Hello. If this is the first time you've watched this, my name is Nicole Murray and I'm a speech and language therapist specialising in children's eating and drinking skills. I work for the NHS but also do some independent work, and the team at Positive About Down Syndrome have asked me to talk to you about feeding and Down syndrome, and this is part 2 of my talk. If you'd like more info on the typical mechanics of eating and drinking, then please watch part 1. And if you've seen that section already, I'll just say hello again. So this section is all about dysphagia and aspiration, or when things go wrong with the eating and drinking and swallowing process. But what causes the dysphagia in the first place, and why are babies and children with Down syndrome perhaps more likely to have a dysphagia or an aspiration risk? Well, basically this may be due to a timing or coordination difficulty, or it may be related to low muscle tone, either in and around the mouth or in the throat, or they may have more stamina issues with feeding that can be linked to congenital cardiac issues affecting their feeding. Now, the dysphagia can happen with breastfeeding or bottle feeds as well as with solid foods. And when we talk about dysphagia after or during your child is being assessed, then we usually separate it into 2 distinct phases. There's the oral phase dysphagia and the pharyngeal stage dysphagia, pharynx being sort of your neck area, and you can have one or the other or both. If your baby or child is diagnosed with both, we usually term this an oropharyngeal phase dysphagia. I think, again, just to reiterate what I've said in my previous talk, although it's common, it's important to remember that not all babies and children with Down syndrome demonstrate a dysphagia, but around 80%, it said, can demonstrate this. So they may show this really very, very early on.